we get to see more of that moving forward. And now here we go. It's
Here we
BC going up against
go.
Republica.
Bullet Club versus Republica. And now, oh, they pick Kevin Durant. And Stephen Curry getting to the Bullet Club. On the side of Republica, Curry. Jokic, let's go! They pick Jokic and SGA. I want to see a dream shake. Okay? As a fan of the Joker, I want to see a dream shake on this game.
I like it. So, from the looks of it, you have Quirks, Pobre, and HFX, and then you also have Stark, Yuri, and Breezy going up for Republica. So, at some point in time, this is already going to be our third game of the night, or third match of the night. And let's see, because again, Republicas won against FTWB a while ago. Let's see if like their brethren in terms of the name will also be getting a victory here, so that they could potentially meet each other at the top 16.
And now the first ball is on the Republica. Now Breezy having the ball. Stark with the 2 points on the perimeter.
That's going to be pretty quick now. That is another opening. Just not going to happen here for BC, as HFX from that right wing is going to be passing it on the other side now. So as of this moment, it's a 2-for-2 affair that they were able to take advantage of. And in addition, this is going to be Stark once more, landing off the Yuri. Ooh, forced to take it all the way, but Stark has managed to take control of the situation, switching back to defender as BC 4-3, and that is A-okay for Steph Curry.
5-2. BC on the advantage here, but here comes Republica switching again, passing the ball on the side. And 1 versus 1. SGA with the footback and 3-pointer.
So with that being said, it seems like everything is A-okay so far, and that is going to be another dunk to rack things up. Potentially 7-5 is the score as of the moment. It is being led by BC. Yuri now using a flurry of moves. That's not going to work. It's a rebound for the blue side once more. BC. They could have gotten another chance, and they will. 9-5 is the score. Dominating the interior of BC so far. So with that being said, Yuri now looking to take advantage. And that's going to be a 3. Or a 2 rather. Will not work. Goes blue. Shoots 3. And that is a 7-point advantage. Going up to the side of BC. Republica having a hard time trying to get their shots up. Now there is a certain amount of advantage now that they're trying to figure out. 12-5 is the score. That's a slightly contested jumper. It goes to the blue again, and BC just raining on Republica's parade as they lead at their biggest, 15-5 in this game so far. So there's going to be an opening that could cut the lead back to 8 points, but I feel like in a 3-minute game such as Dunk City Dynasty, it's very difficult to come back from an 8-point advantage, especially when they're getting shots up like that. No way. Solid outing once more coming in from Steph Curry and BC, and yet it was almost another steal and a shot, and that time it was Republica getting the victory, or getting a 2-pointer out of that one. Oh. Now it's going to be Pobre trying to light things up as of the moment, just, you know, having quite a difficult time trying to rack up some shots. Now it's Breezy still holding on to it. 20-9 is the score. He gets rejected that time, but I felt like for them, that was a quick pass, unselfish basketball, and it was Gasol and everybody taking control of the situation. Score is at 22-9. Another steal has happened. Oh my goodness, Republica. They're gonna have to go back to the drawing board after this one because it is nothing but plain domination. Absolute domination that has been taken by BC to get the first win of this game. And with that being said, final 3 seconds of action, that is gonna be the matchup that we're gonna witness for an incredible outing coming in from the side of BC. An overwhelming victory, Neil. 25-9.
25-9.
I don't think we've
Bullet
seen.
Club.
I don't think we've seen a team that has scored 25 points so far tonight.
Yeah,
BC
so
was
far
the first
tonight.
one.
I mean, Bullet Club dominating this game number 1 with, is it Stephen Curry?
Yeah, that's
12
Steph Curry.
points.
That's HFX. You're right. That's 12 points.
My.
All of those are made from the 3-point line. 4 assists, a steal, and a block. So those are just some solid outings that were given to, the side of BC that has taken them the victory in this one.
And I don't think Republica, they need to do something about this. I think they need to change Jokic versus Gasol, because as you can see, Gasol versus Jokic right now is 6 points, then 2 points for Stark. But let's see on game 2 if Republica pushes this series into game number 3. Oh, they don't have any steal. Oh, I just check it out. Pobre getting, okay, loose ball. Wow. Okay, Bullet Club. Wow. I think I don't think we're gonna see game 3 here on Bullet
I
Club
don't think we're
versus
gonna see a game
Republica.
3.
Yeah.
We did say that a while ago with Republicas and FTWB, but then all of a sudden they showed us one hell of a game that brought us into 3 games all the way. So I honestly felt like anything could be possible at this point if they would want to do something about it. So again, to all of our viewers that are currently watching, if you have a team that you're definitely looking out for, you're going to be looking forward to a lot more of the basketball action that is going right up at your alley. So again, go give us a like, go give us a share, a follow. It would definitely be monumental considering that this is the first tournament of Dunk City Dynasty. And again, there's a lot of things that could go right or wrong for BC. They've used a lot of those 3-point shooters, especially Steph Curry that has scored 12 points, 4 3-pointers in 3 minutes. That's definitely not bad at all.
Not bad indeed. But here we go for game number 2. BC, of course, getting Stephen Curry again, and on the side of Republica, they went to Jokic and SGA again. And what is the best thing on the game 1 earlier? Like 25
that best player is
9?
Curry. Yeah, 25 to 9 was
Curry.
the score. Yeah. Huh.
Oh wow! Let's see what's gonna change here, like the defense. Oh, they changed. Okay,
They
Curry,
went with
Jokic.
I mean, at some point, I think there aren't a lot of changes with the way the lineups are working. It's just that for Republica, from my observation, I think the reason why Gasol has been picked so many times is because of the fact that he can play on both ends of the floor. Whereas for Jokic, he may be a liability on defense unless things go well for them on the offensive end. So that's just plain offensive firepower, SGA, Curry, and Jokic. But they're gonna have to make their shots in order for them to have an impact and hopefully bring this to 3 games.
Ooh, they have Kevin Durant, so size difference, of course, versus the paint. Well, I think Curry will go against Durant or SJ against Durant, so there's an advantage on the Bullet Club side.
You know, especially when you have smaller players, it's gonna be very difficult to follow the ball, and you know, considering that their drives are gonna be there most of the time, Jokic racks up a three is not gonna work that time.
Jokic getting a 3, and here comes the dunk on the side of Bullet Club. Why? Why Jokic getting a 3 points on the in this game? Right? He's a center.
I mean, to be fair, Jokic has a decent 3-point stat. It's just that you're right. You have other options, just like SGA and Curry, who are very much available. So I see what you're going for there. But on the other hand, it's a 3-pointer coming in from Kevin Durant, and you know, these are some players who definitely know their roles. Just a minimum level of space is what they're going for. A rebound this time from Jokic. They're looking to add to it. SGA is open, but you know, he kind of pressed a lot more on that one. That's
Here
another.
comes the rebound. And now it's Bullet Club again. Here comes the midi shot, and it will go in 7-2. I think Republicas, they need a communication because their center is outside the paint.
And in addition, I feel like they have to be more decisive with the shots that they're taking. You know, some have been already open, but they haven't really taken advantage of it. Again, here's Jokic, tosses it to the other side, and that is to be a steal. Successful with quirks, leaving it for Pobre. Pobre goes right, step back, jumper, and that is money. You see, you know, there's a thing such as calculated pressing, and from that one, you know, Pobre calculated that his skill would go to the right and then land on that mid-range jumper for the 2.
Some questionable plays on the Republica. I don't know why, but here comes Curry with another 3. So 4-point advantage on the side of Bullet Club. Now Bullet Club has the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Republica can still make this a game, but they're gonna have to play some solid defense. But yet,
I think if Curry's gonna online here. Oh, another shot.
11-5 now is the score. It's gonna be SGA kicking it out to the right side once again. Curry, 3. That works. You're right. You did mention it a while ago. If Curry can heat up late, then maybe there's some hope in this game.
For sure. And now 50 seconds remaining on the clock. Red ball getting out, as you can see. Another 3 points. But blue ball getting the ball. Curry has the ball. They stop passing to his teammates.
Oh, wow.
Another 3 points.
So now the Republica decides to keep it close. 11-11 is the score with 41 seconds remaining in game number 2. BC, if they win this game with a Durant slam, they can move on to the top 16. Now we will be seeing how the Republica is going to be responding. They've had 2 straight 3-pointers, a total of 6 points. That's high accuracy. Whoa! And you were asking a while ago why Jokic was outside. That is the reason why Jokic can chuck up those 3s and it won't matter, but they're gonna have to really play hard defense on this one.
Score after score. Oh my god, wait, 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and SGA with a free layup.
Yeah, he just waltzed
1
in.
point advantage on Republica, and now here comes, I think mostly 2 possession remaining. Here comes the block, or I mean the block on the red.
Ooh, stumble.
And now SGA stumble.
Would have been an ankle broken. 2 seconds remaining. Durant
Oh, the
lines
ultimate!
it up, and that goes in. Durant might have
Durant
just put the icing
ultimate.
on the cake in this one. Okay,
2 seconds remaining.
Republica do something about it, and that dunk wouldn't even matter. The winner of this match and moving on to the top 16 is none other than Bullet Club. A solid clutch 3 coming in from Kevin Durant lands them on the top 16.
But this game 2 is different
Yeah,
on
totally
game
is.
1 because they fight, Republica fight back, and the game is close, but still, Bullet Club came to top and win this series.
Considering that when we are looking at the stats right now, obviously Pobre has to be the MVP. He scored all 18 points coming in from BC to get them to the top 16. I mean, I wouldn't ask for a better performance than this one. He has 2 2-pointers made, 2 3-pointers made. He doesn't have any other stat. He's just buckets after buckets. And I mean, if you get the victory and you got the last shot, like, you wouldn't ask for anything more.
Man, I mean, I want to see Bullet Club versus Republicas for sure later. But congrats again to Bullet Club for winning this series. As you can see, we've seen Kevin Durant 18 points. And I think he shot the winning shot. Yeah, Kevin Durant shot the winning shot.
Come on, Neil. There's no one else who would take that winning shot. He scored all 18 points, right? he had the full trust of his teammates, and he was like, you know what, KD, you know what, my guy, go ahead and take over for this game for us. Because again, you have Curry, sure. You have Gasol, sure. Why not? But again, Republica was already stepping up in terms of their 3-pointers. They were able to make 3 3-pointers in that final possession, 1 from each player. But when you're going up against Kevin Durant, who has scored all of his points in that game, I think it's very difficult to stop, especially the press triggers, right? When you press it at the right time, you use the ultimate at the right time, that's gonna be quite unstoppable to do.
Right time, the right timing. And I mean, Kevin Durant with this ultimate on the last seconds on the game, closing the series versus Republica. So I think teams better watch out to Bullet Club.